Welcome to this quick, under 5-minute explainer, the sovereign cost of silent sacrifice. Today, we're going to unpack a super powerful, kind of modern-day parable about self-worth, boundaries, and the true cost of one-sided relationships. We're looking at a fascinating piece of source material that explores exactly what happens when our loyalty is completely taken for granted, and more importantly, how to reclaim our value. It's a short story, but the lesson packed inside of it, it's absolutely massive. Let's dive right into this with an eye-opening quote from the source text. Stop breaking your own back to stabilize people who wouldn't even lift a finger to keep you from falling. Wow. That right there perfectly sets the emotional stage for our story today. It frames the core dilemma we're exploring, the sheer, crushing exhaustion of giving everything to someone who is giving you absolutely nothing in return. Section 1. The silent sacrifice. So we start off with the stark reality of a young artisan. He reaches out to the author about an incredibly painful situation. He stepped up to help a struggling friend, right? But man, that help quickly spiraled into a complete sacrifice of his own livelihood. Just look at the sheer weight of this. Over 3 long years. Year 1, he's grinding, working extra hours just to manage. By year 2, he's actually neglecting his own business growth, literally stunting his own potential. And then we hit year 3, and he's secretly paying his friend's medical bills and shop rent right out of his own pocket. I mean, we're talking about a profound level of unseen dedication here, putting his whole life on hold to keep this friend afloat.
Which brings us to Section 2, the bitter reality.
Let's move to the climax of the story. So the friend finally hits this massive financial breakthrough, and what does he do? He throws a huge, lavish appreciation party. Naturally, you'd think, okay, after 3 years of quiet support, the artisan's going to get a warm embrace, right? Some deep gratitude or public acknowledgement of his incredible loyalty. But instead, no way. The harsh reality was a breathtakingly public betrayal. The friend introduces the artisan to this wealthy new crowd as, and I quote, just one of my boys who runs errands. Ouch! It's just a devastating contrast between the expectation and the harsh reality.
So what's the crucial takeaway here? It's the artisan's bitter, painful realization that some people, well, they will happily use your resources when they're down, but they will deliberately hide you away the second they achieve success. The author points out that the friend wasn't just being careless here. He was embarrassed. He valued the artisan purely as a utility. It's kind of like a life raft, you know? You use it to survive, but you discard it once you reach the shore. He definitely didn't see him as an equal to be celebrated.
And that leads us to Section 3, closing the tap.
This painful wake-up call brings us straight to the author's firm counsel on how to handle these incredibly one-sided relationships. The kind where someone celebrates your utility but is secretly ashamed of your identity. You know, you can't control how someone else treats you, but you absolutely have control over your own boundaries. So the author demands that you close the tap. You really have to internalize this definition of what you are not. You are a king, not a temporary rescue mission. Actually, you are definitely not a disposable tool meant to just fix someone's crisis and get left behind. If they're ashamed of your identity, you have to stop offering them your utility. Period. Close the tap on your resources, your time, and your energy. So I'm going to leave you with this final, truly provocative question from our explainer to really reflect on. Are you stepping out of the discount section tonight? Are you ready to claim your true value? Or will you stay in the discount section of someone else's life? The source text challenges us directly with this, demanding a massive mindset shift. It's an incredibly powerful reminder that your worth, it isn't defined by how useful you are to someone else's survival, but by your own inherent value. Thanks so much for joining me for this quick explainer, and remember, always know your worth.